guys, welcome to Algebra with Cola. So today I'm going to teach you how to graph a system of inequalities, how to shade and all that fun stuff, okay? So first thing we want to do when we are graphing is we want to make sure y is by itself, and I'm going to color code this. So y is already by itself there, so we're good. Now the other one, y is not by itself. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to get y by itself, and when I say by itself, I mean you want it on the left side. Okay, you're gonna undo the addition and subtraction first, meaning you wanna move the x's over to the other side first. If 3x is positive, you're gonna subtract it from both sides. You gotta do the opposite signs. And now watch how I write this. Don't write it as 4 minus 3x. You wanna write it in mx plus b form. So we're gonna write it as negative 3x plus 4. Okay, this is something I always say in my class. Do you see this negative 2 and this y? They are married by multiplication because they're attached by multiplication. So they're married by multiplication. They're going to get divorced by division. So we're going to divorce it out by division. And we're going to divide everything by that negative 2. Don't just do one big line. When we divide by a negative, you need to flip the inequality sign. So that's super important. And now when we reduce, this becomes 3/2 x minus 2. So I'm going to put this in a box. Next thing we should do is write down if it's a solid or dashed line, if we're shading above or below. So let's go ahead and do that for this green one first and identify the slope and the y-intercept. The slope is the number in front of the x. The y-intercept is what's being added or subtracted at the end. Okay, now this symbol that I'm pointing to, because there's an equal sign underneath, that means the line's going to be solid. And that's the less than symbol. Because if you make an L with your left hand, okay? L with your left hand is a less than symbol. See how everything I just said starts with an L? L, left hand, less than. So that's going to be shading below. Let's do the same thing over here for this one. Slope is 3/2. B is negative 2. Look at the symbol now. This is a dashed line because there's no equal sign underneath, so I'm going to write dashed. And it's still the less than symbol, so we're still going to shade below. I'm going to graph the green line first. B for begin. That's how you know where to begin with the line. So we're going to begin at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now if it's a negative slope, we're going to go down and then right. So we're going to go down 3, right 4. And you want to keep doing that until it doesn't fit on the graph anymore. And let's go in the opposite direction. Connect it with the straight edge. Put arrows on the end, and you do have to label it since it is a systems. So I'm going to label it with the original. And now we are going to shade. I like to shade right now. So I'm going to use my highlighter. I am going to be shading below. So I'll use yellow. So I'm going to shade underneath the line. When I say below, I mean down towards the ground. Okay, let's do the blue line. We are going to begin at negative 2. And now we're going to go up 3, right 2. Up 3, right 2. Up 3, right 2, and you're going to keep doing that until it can't fit anymore in both directions, okay? That's my suggestion to you. Connect the dots. Oops, I'm sorry. This is dashed, so it's connected with the dashed line. Okay, arrows on the end. I'm going to label it, there you go. And now we're going to shade below, towards the bottom. So when I say shade below, let's do a different color. Let's do blue since we're doing blue. And we are going to shade towards the bottom of my page. You see I'm shading the whole length of the line? When we make a new color, that's why sometimes doing this with highlighters is helpful. That is where you're going to put your S. So that means your solution falls within there.